Hello everyone. Today we will start the chapter electricity. Actually this chapter we have started earlier. So let's revise in this session. So what we have learned earlier. So I have already explained the background of this chapter. So let us begin with the history. So I have already informed you about the history. So what are the different points were there. I have marked some of the points from that so that you can revise it. So first I have already informed you about the change of electron, that is how it is changed from K to C. Earlier it was the spelling was K and after that it has been changed to electron, that is Electron. Then we have also discussed about some of the scientists, for example Michael Faraday, Thomas Alva Edison, who has developed bulb. Later on we have discussed with some of the steps where we have seen what exactly electricity is. So we have started from the 540 BC where the Thales of Miletus, means 7 men. I have already explained you the story of 7 men who have walked around the complete world and given the different statements, given the different words. Okay, then we have also discussed about Thomas Edison, how he has developed one of the most important discovery, that is bulb. Then after that we also seen that what is the importance of electricity in this modern world, as it is the 8th wonder of the modern age. After that we have also seen the uses in a daily life, means electricity. If you see nowadays, without electricity it is difficult to survive, as our mobile phones are working on electricity, our televisions are working on electricity, even our refrigerators, mixer grinder, there are many devices in our house, similarly in the world, which are working on the electricity. So these are the different uses in daily life. After that, I have already explained you, the electricity is one of the form of energy. It is also the important source of energy. After that, I have explained you different advantages of the electricity. For example, one of the advantages is efficient. The electricity is efficient. Number 2, it will transmit over long distance. It's easy to transfer over the long distance. Number 3, we have said it is a clean source of energy, as it will not produce any kind of pollution. Number 4, it is flexible, as one of the power plug. If we attach mixer grinder, it is also working. If you attach mobile phone, it is also working, means on the same power plug. So that we have seen. Even I have already explained you what is the use of this chapter, why there is a need to understand, to learn this chapter. Even what are the different things which will be carried forward to your higher classes, means 11th and 12th. As in this chapter we have 3 different effects of current. So one of the effect will be there in this class, the effect of current, heating effect of current, magnetic effect, and third is chemical effect. Again, I have already explained you what are the different topics which are important according to this chapter. For example, resistance in series, resistance in parallel, then what are the different effects, what are resistance, what exactly resistivity is, then different types of numericals. This I have already explained. Topic that also a revision. So next topic is a charge. Charge is a fundamental property of every matter or a substance. So this also topic we have finished earlier. So where I have already taught you about the theory of an atom. So where we have seen 3 different particles. One is proton, electron and the neutron. Where proton and neutron are the part of nucleus. And then another thing we have seen, there are 2 different types of charges, positive and the negative charges. We have also studied that proton having the positive charge, electron having the negative charge. So similarly, the theory behind the nomenclature of positive and negative, that also I have already explained. What is the definition of charge? So charge is the fundamental property of matter or a substance which causes it to experiences a force of attraction or the repulsion whenever any charge is come near to that particular charge. So what is the process of charging? So first process what we have seen, that is the rubbing, where we have seen the example silk cloth and glass rod, where we are going to rub both the material to each other, where we can see that one of the material becomes positive and another will become negative. Now the question is to whom we are going to call, which is positive and which is negative. So for that, so if any substance who loses its electron, will become positive. So one more time, if any substance loses its electron will become positive. If any substance accepts the electron will becomes negative. Then we have seen what is the unit of the charge. So the unit for the charge is coulomb, which is denoted by C. Then we have defined the what is coulomb. So 1 coulomb is the quantity of charge which exerts a force of 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton to a charged particle which is kept 1 meter apart from it. Another topic we have seen, the conductors and insulators. So what is conductors? Conductors are those substances which allows electricity to pass through it. Insulators are those substances which do not allow electricity to pass through it. Then we have seen the different properties of charges. So there are 4 different properties of charges. Number 1, like and unlike, means the like charges will repel each other and unlike charges will attract each other. Say, for example, positive negative will attract and positive positive will repel. Similarly, second we have seen conservation of charges. So conservation of charge, it is the property by virtue of which the total charge on the isolated system will be constant. That is, the charge can neither be created nor be destroyed. Another is addivity of charges. So the property by virtue of which the total charge on the system can be found with the help of algebraically added all the charges together. Next and the last is quantization of charge. So it is the principle by which all the charges will quantize together. As we know that the charge is the smallest amount on particular atom. So if we multiply that with the particles, we can find the particular charge as it is the smallest charge and all other particles will be the integral multiple of it. So that's why we have found the one formula where Q, capital Q, is the total charge, N is the number of charges and E is the smallest charge on that particular system. After that we have seen the different types of numericals on the basis of this formula. Then we have also studied the classification of electricity. So where electricity is classified into 2 different categories. One is static, another is current. So static means where the charges at rest and another is current where the charges are in motion. So this is all about the charges. We'll see the next topic, electric potential. Before starting electric potential, we also have learned about the electric field. So what is electric field? Electric field is a region within which the influence of the charge can be felt. For example, if one of the positive charge or the negative charge is come in the influence of this positive or negative charge will be experience a force of attraction or the repulsion. For example, positive positive will repel each other, positive negative will attract each other. So this is what the electric field. After that we have defined the electric potential. So electric potential can be defined as whenever a small positive charge or negative charge, small charge is bring near to another charge which is already electrically charged, at that time it will experiences a force of attraction or the repulsion. So the work done in moving a small charge to another charge is called electric potential. So small definition of electric potential can be the work done per unit charge is called as electric potential. So the formula is electric potential is equals to electric potential energy divided by charge. After that, we have seen electric potential difference can be known as potential difference, that is PT. So what is the electric potential difference? Whenever there is a difference between 2 different points. For example, one of the points potential is higher and others is lower. So the difference is called electric potential difference. So the potential between 2 points. So how we can define the electric potential? It is the amount of work done in moving 1 unit of charge from one point to another. Means the 1 unit of charge can be moved from one point to another, and we also see that the potential is always flow from higher level to the lower level. After that, we have derived the formula for the potential difference. For example, potential difference is equals to work done on which we are applying. So work done on whom we are applying, quantity of charge moved. So for the derivation, we have defined few things. For example, potential difference can be labeled as V, work done is W, and the quantity of charge moved is Q. So therefore, potential difference, that is V is equals to W upon Q. We also have defined, after that we have defined this potential and the unit of potential. So one of the scientists, Alessandro Volta, have defined the unit for the potential difference. So according to him, the unit is volt and denoted by capital V. So as we know that the potential difference is measured in terms of voltage, work done is measured in terms of joule, quantity of charge measured in terms of coulomb. Therefore 1V is equals to 1J upon 1C. So how we are going to define 1 volt? So potential difference is said to be 1 volt if 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from one point to another point. So the next topic will be